y'all know what time it is? Do y'all really know what time it is? It's time to grab your popcorn, grab your best beverage. It's time to relax your ears. Wrestling season has returned, baby.
Ooh, yeah.
That's right. And it's time for your main event. Coming down the aisle, we have the one, Bobby Wrestles. And he is accompanied by the beautiful Mia Moore. This is the main event. Welcome to the All About Wrestling podcast.
Hey, yo. Welcome to the briefing. I'm your guy, Bobby Wrestles, and today we have a show for you, all right? We're talking about Vince McMahon. We're talking about Triple H, Paul Lavesque, becoming the head of creative. That's right. We're also talking about Jonathan Gresham asking for his release from AEW and Ring of Honor. So, this episode is sponsored by SLOWPOKE Toys Collectibles. Their goal to help promote independent wrestling. Items will debut at Starrcast. They have a new line, folks, Indie-Wrestling Collectibles. All right, Starrcast will be from July 29th to 31st at Nashville Fairgrounds. All right, so go to slowpoketoys.com and check them out. As always, I'm joined by my beautiful co-host, the spicy, illustrious, the one and only, Mia Moore.
Hello, hello, hello. Hey, everyone. Y'all already know what time it is. The girl got a fresh look going on here.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. And as always, as promised, we have the Pretty Fig Collector here today in the house.
Yeah.
What is up, familia? Hi, it is your girl, PFC, aka Pretty Fig, aka Tia. Thanks for having me on, guys. So happy to be here.
We're happy to have you. It's always a pleasure, all the way from Cali. So, I have a question.
Cali in the
for
building.
You. Yes. What do you think about Rhonda and Liv Morgan feuding?
Look, honestly, I am not a Rhonda fan, and I wish that she would just let Liv, you know, hold her title and yes, you know, let her have the title, let her go up against other contenders and let her shine. I honestly feel like, you know, Rhonda has overstayed her welcome, and I'm kind of done with her for now. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm really happy, you know, to see where Liv is. You know, she deserved the title run, and, you know, I'm sure she's going to wear it well. So I don't know. I'm just not personally a Rhonda fan. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. But, you know, to each their own.
Nice. I actually love Ronda Rousey. Yeah, sorry. Yeah,
No, it's okay.
I love Ronda Rousey, but I have to say, every time I see her, I always see her as an MMA fighter. Like, she's just rugged. Like, I mean, I think that's I see her professionally in the MMA world. And I do agree with you, though. I think that Liv should definitely hold the title for a while. There's another thing I wanted to touch on with you that I actually commented on one of your posts on Instagram. Before we get started, let our viewers know where we can find you on your social platforms.
Yes, my apologies. You can find me across all social media platforms at The Pretty Fig Collector. We're talking Instagram, we're talking Twitter, we're talking TikTok, all of it. So please follow. I follow back, and I love to feel the love.
Yes, follow my girl, okay? There was a post that you posted on Instagram about Vince McMahon. With everything that's going on today, all of the allegations, you know, with him having to step down from the wrestling world, You posted something in a sort of saying, and this is not word for word, where you said, you know, no matter what happened between Vince McMahon, he is responsible for wrestling, for the WWE world that he grew for decades. And I had to kind of put my feelings aside for just a second, you know, with all the allegations going on, with, you know, I don't really know, you know, there's three sides to every story, but I had to agree with you because I'm like, you know what, you're absolutely right. Like, he is responsible for the wrestling world, because without him there would be no WWE.
Exactly. And that is exactly where I was going with this post. We could sit here and we can, call him out on every single thing he's done. Because at the end of the day, he's only human. He's a man in the limelight. But at the end of the day, he brought us the legends. He brought us the wrestling we fell in love with. And he, even today, whether you like him, whether you tune into, WWE or you don't, we still talk about him. We still are grateful for everything that he has made, the company he's made in the wrestling world. He's paved the way for, other companies as well. I feel like, to step up to the plate and, bring what we enjoy the best, and I think that regardless of all those instances, I know that at heart, I am a fan because of everything that he has created. And if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be sitting here with you guys probably talking about this, because my love for wrestling came from WWE, at a time where he was at his peak. So,
Yeah, let alone all
I
those
mean, people
fakes
could
you
say
got
what they
behind
want,
you,
but
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Girl, you're like,
So thank you, Vince.
yes, thank you, Vince. Let's give him a clap. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Vince.
So let's go to the chat. Fandito says, in the Pretty Fit Collector, a lot of people don't know how much he helped build wrestling to the popularity it is today. Great point, Fandito, and welcome.
Mhm.
Thanks for being here. That's very true. Like, I never thought,
Bandito.
Fandito,
Bandito.
I never thought I would see this day come. We knew it was coming. I have some juicy stuff when we actually talk about this topic. Just some stuff that's added to the whole debacle, the whole situation. So, are you guys ready for highlights of the week?
Yes.
Yes. All right, let's get it.
Yes.
All right, all right, all right. So, highlights of the week. There's been a lot going on in the world of wrestling. And I did want to lay these topics out on the table. I'm going to throw them on the table. You guys in the chat, talk about it. Our guests, Pretty Fig, our co-host, Mi Amor, let us know what you want to talk about. So, I'm going to lay them out, and here they are. Number one, Brock's surprise. So, from what I understand, Brock Lesnar, when he heard the news of Vince McMahon retiring, he left the arena. We saw on SmackDown, he came back during the main event. SummerSlam shaping up. There's a 60% chance of a thunderstorm. I remember being a little kid and watching a WrestleMania where it actually was storming and the wrestlers competed. Sting choked out on Dynamite, missed it by Malachi Black. Miro possibly turning a face. Bryan Danielson cleared to wrestle. And we're also talking about Mattel. Mattel just released a No Holds Barred series action figure with Hulk Hogan, who played Rip Thomas, Tiny Lister, who played Zeus. All right. So, in 8 minutes, it sold out completely. $70 a pop. Pretty Fig, let's go with you first. Where do you want to start?
Should we go right into it? No holds barred. Man, when I tell you the anxiety from this figure, being online, the anticipation, we've seen it drop. We knew San Diego Comic-Con that, stuff sells out. So what do we have to do? We have to wait by our, little computers and hope that when, that time comes, we're able to get it. And your girl nervous when we were waiting. Stuff froze. And at the end of it, we copped one. We definitely did. But I will say this, there's a lot of people out there who were very upset. I have friends who said that they went to, purchase it and it kicked them out and they missed it. And I just think that that's just the thrill of it. You go and you expect to get it and you don't, and then it's, kind of all falls apart, but there's still other options out there, with people reselling them. So it was a sought after fig. I was able to cop one. I was so happy. Um, to those of you who did it, I'm sorry. I hope you can find it soon. But I will be locking my doors when I do get that fig, because it's a prized possession of mine. So,
folks, you are all
I was
witnesses.
excited to add that to the collection for sure.
You are all witnesses. All right, this show was supposed to happen. This is a very timely show. It was supposed to happen. Our special guest actually has the figure. That tells you guys, all of you witnesses, if you're watching this live or if you're watching the rebroadcast,
yes,
this show was supposed to happen. All right. Now, mi amor.
Yes, the universe.
The universe. Mi amor, I'm going to go to my co-host. How do you feel about Bryan Danielson returning from injury? Are you excited to see him?
Of course. Who isn't excited to see him? I'm absolutely ecstatic.
Yeah. Pretty Fit Collector, are you excited to see Bryan Danielson back?
I am a huge Danielson fan. I've been a fan of his since he's in WWE. So when I seen that my boy was injured, in AEW, I was like, oh, not again. But it's good to have him back. He is an amazing wrestler. He's thriving in AEW, and I would love to see him continue on his amazing journey. Let's put a belt on him, please, Tony Khan.
I agree with you.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's got to happen.
I have a question. Do you have any Bryan Danielson figs?
I do. Where is he? Let me grab it. Hold on.
Oh, man. This might take a minute. Folks, if you can look at her wall, she's got everything. Wow, that was fast.
Oh.
There we go. Put it up.
I only have all these. Yes. There we are.
Yes. So did you have two? Did you give
Love
us
him.
a different one?
And he's a vegan like myself. That's why me and Danielson are friends. No.
Oh. Do you only have one of him, or do you have duplicates?
I only have the one of him.
Okay, well,
unfortunately, I'm waiting for AEW to release him.
Okay, yes. AEW
to release him in the figure so I can get him.
What are you waiting for?
Yeah,
AEW.
I think the Unrivaled series.
Okay. Exactly.
Yeah, they come out. How often do they come out? Is it once a month or every couple months?
I think it's every couple months, but as of recently, it just seems like they keep putting them out, every week. I can't keep up.
Oh, man.
Fandito says she came prepared, Bobby.
Yes,
she definitely did. Oh, man. He says he's got a Darby all-in figure from All In. Good stuff. Fandito, man. I love Fandito. Nice. Actually, Fandito was our fan of the month in our newsletter.
Fandito.
All right, real quick, guys. Nice. I want to talk about this SummerSlam card. So SummerSlam is shaping up. This is what we have, and it looks great. We have Lesnar versus Reigns, Undisputed World Championship. Liv versus Rousey, SmackDown Women's Championship. Lashley versus Theory, the United States Championship. The Usos versus the Street Profits. Of course, the Usos are favored to win. Tag titles. Pat McAfee versus Happy Corbin. Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch. Raw Women's Championship. Riddle versus Rollins. Logan Paul versus Miz. There's no word in the Intercontinental Title Championship match. Maybe we'll see that on the pre-show, but what do you guys think so far about SummerSlam?
Guys, you guys know what I'm going to say? Can you read my mind? Okay, you can't. All right. I'm tired of seeing Happy Corbin. I
my
guess
God, me too.
I'm just tired of it. Like, get him out of here. Why is he here? Give Pat McAfee a worthy opponent, please.
Things might change. Things might change. We understand that Vince McMahon loved Happy Corbin.
Well, Vince McMahon, sorry, is not there anymore. So what's going to happen next?
That brings us into our first story.
Yeah.
In the live chat, D the Toy Hunter is here. He says, "What's up, everyone?
What's up? What's up?
Welcome. Thank you for joining us." Folks, we're talking about Vince McMahon. All right, so I have my notes here. So Vince McMahon, we understand that he retired, okay? That's the word we got. However, as of today, our good friend, Colin Vasallo, all right, he posted in his newsletter, all right, the departure is listed as a resignation, all right? So he resigned. Also, Vince McMahon was removed from the WWE Board of Directors. He's no longer a member of the Board of Directors, all right? So the Board of Directors got him out of there. They also identified that $14.6 million of funds was unreported and unrecorded.
Wow.
How do you guys feel? We understand he left abruptly. What's going on? Vince McMahon gone. He resigned. All right. So forget what you think about him retiring. Colin Vasallo, he mentioned that he, on official records from the SEC, he has resigned. What are your thoughts?
I think once.
Well, I think that he's resigning. Oh, go ahead, Miyamoto. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. You got this.
Oh, I think him, resigning has to do with a lot of legal stuff. Maybe they need him out of there, or retiring. They needed him out of there, in order to get stuff in order to get stuff in order. Say that 3 times fast. But I also feel like because it's not considered, complete retirement, like there's still a chance of him coming back. Maybe it's just for legal reasons, and they're just letting the water settle a little bit. Maybe Stephanie being in charge, as well as Nick Khan up there as well, is what the company needed for right now to continue moving forward. Do I think that Vince is going to come back? It's Vince. He might pop up and, be like, hey, still kind of here, once everything settles, but it'll be interesting to see.
Very interesting. And you made a good point. Vince McMahon is still the majority owner of shares, all right, which means that he owns the majority of the company, even though he's not there as his previous position as a member of the director of the board of directors. He still owns the majority of shares, all right. As of that post, the shares were up. They were up 6%, all right. This could be due to the fact that we got news today that Paul Lavesque, aka Triple H, has been named head of creative. This is what I was worried about, okay? Initially, he was named as the executive of talent relations, which was John Laurinaitis' old spot. We haven't heard much about John Laurinaitis. We don't know if he's got fired, if he resigned. We haven't heard anything. But the point that I'm trying to make here is, as of this news, which is what I was praying for, we saw what Triple H did with NXT. Now he's the head of creative for WWE. Bruce Pritchard's still there somewhere. Thank God he's not the head of it. But we're going to see some good stuff. I know that for a fact because Triple H, a wrestler, a legend, is head of creative. Meow Moore. Do you think this is a benefit to the company? What are your thoughts?
I think it definitely is a benefit to the company. However, before I forget what I was going to say, I think with Vince being released as, the CEO, there are a lot of other things that are probably going to come out that we are not aware of yet. So I just think we're kind of like holding on to the edges of our seats because not only has scandals come out, not only is financial issues coming out, what else is there? So this is going to take time. Like, everything is not going to come out at once. It's going to be months and months and months that are going to go by, and we're going to hear new stories probably coming up. You know what I mean? But like Bobby said, he's still, just because he has to step down as a CEO, that doesn't mean that he's completely gone. And like the Pretty Fit Collector said, he's going to be popping in, I'm pretty sure. And if it's not going to be on the show, there's still going to be a lot of things that he has to handle, because he's been a part of this, you know, this company for decades, you know, and it's not just going to say, we're just not going to be like, hey, bye. You know, there's going to be a lot going on, and we just kind of have to wait and see what the future holds.
Right. Great points. Great points. Folks, we just witnessed a McMahon being in charge with Nick Khan, who, God, I don't understand why.
Who's Nick Khan?
That's my question. But Stephanie's in charge. A McMahon is still in charge. And we saw Triple H, who assumes the position where he's best at. So even though Vince is no longer in the picture, allegedly, the greatest, I think, in my opinion, the greatest person for that position is Triple H. What are your thoughts, Pretty Fit Collector?
I'm here for it. You know, Triple H did wonders with NXT, and I am excited to see how this plays out, you know, for our main roster now. Where, you know, everything that he did and got you know, moved out of, we're now going to witness, you know, full on, you know, so I'm excited. And like you mentioned, you know, he is a wrestler himself. So I think that he's going to gravitate towards what we want to see more of, you know, opposed to, you know, whatever the creative ways were before. So I'm excited. I'm here for it. You know, I love me some Triple H, and what he did for NXT was great. So it'll be interesting to see it play out.
Definitely agree with you. I'm actually excited we're actually live right now. I can guarantee some of our viewers are watching Raw, because this is the first Raw where Triple H is at the helm of the decision making. Jonathan Gresham. Yeah. Jonathan Gresham has asked for his release from AEW and Ring of Honor. We do know that Claudio Castagnoli, a.k.a. Cesaro, or PKA Cesaro, has won a Ring of Honor World Championship. This has been listed as frustration. Apparently, Jonathan Gresham, he complained because his match was only, from what I understand, 12 minutes. It's terrible. I can understand there. His match was also first. They put the World Championship match on first. Stacked card. I understand it. But do you think that this was unprofessionalism on his part? I mean, if I'm a champion, I know my talent and my skills. If the boss tells me to drop the title to Cesaro, out of respect, I understand why it was done. We've never seen Cesaro with a world championship. What are you guys' thoughts? Do you think that Jonathan Gresham is overreacting, or do you think that his decision and his actions are justified?
I mean, on the outside looking in, I would say he's overreacting. But there can be some underlying issues that we're not aware of. I think Cesaro, he's long overdue.
You get an applause for that.
Yeah, so, definitely. Yeah, I also think that, you know, he's kind of oh, sorry.
Girl, you better talk.
I sorry. Okay. I also feel like, you know, he's overreacting, maybe throwing a tantrum a little bit. But I also feel like, you know, there's more to it. I know there was said that he cussed out him and Tony Khan, you know, got a little cussing match, or he cussed him out, but right. I mean, I understand his frustration, but also Cesaro Claudio has been, you know, in this industry for 20 plus years. Like, when do you say, okay, you know what, maybe he deserves it too? I was a big Claudio fan when he was in WWE, so to see him win right off the bat, it was everything. So, I'm sorry for, John, but Cesaro deserved it.
Yeah, yeah, and I think the reasoning
I
behind
mean,
it.
Claudio, my apologies.
Yeah, I think the reasoning behind it too. I mean, for the love of wrestling. I mean, from what I understand, like there's like Miyamura said, there's got to be some underlying issues. He felt as though he wasn't communicated with. The decision to, I guess, go that route happened like days before. But I mean, it's Cesaro. If you have any respect, from what I understand, Cesaro paid his dues in Ring of Honor for years. If we can go to the chat, D the Toy Hunter. In my opinion, the World Championship should be the last match or close to the end of the card. Fandito says it would appear Tony Khan was out to remove the belt off Gresham for a while. And Fandito, exactly, D, the Ring of Honor title got undercut at Death Before Dishonor. Yeah, I mean, so, I don't know. I mean, we don't know what happens. We this is what we see on the surface. We don't really know what's going on behind the scenes. He's a great wrestler.
Yeah.
But, as a fan, from a fan's perspective, I'm looking in, I would, if I was in his position, I would have just said, you know what, this is Cesaro. I understand the reasoning behind it. I understand the statement that's being made by me. I'm giving him this title. It's not no one else. This is me. I'm dropping the title to Cesaro. This is a gift for wrestling. This is a gift for the wrestling fan. So, Leader Toy Hunter says 12 minutes ain't enough time. Wow. Give him at least 20 to 25 minutes. I agree with you, D. But who's to say? I'm not Tony Khan. It is what it is. This is what we saw.
I mean, come on. We're talking about like these guys are infamous for just giving them 10 minutes, 20 seconds, 50 seconds. Like it is what it is. The bottom line is he earned it. He deserved it. It's long overdue.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
So it is what it is.
Yep. I agree.
All right, folks. If you like this video and you like this episode, if you like the Pretty Fit Collector, if you like Miyamura, if you love her pretty face, make sure you subscribe. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Today we dropped, or maybe yesterday, we dropped a members-only video of our AEW Wrestling Championship. All right? Members only. We're going to make that video public. However, for exclusive member benefits, make sure you hit the join button. All right? Pretty Fit Collector, it's always great having you. Make sure you give the viewers information as to where they can find you.
Yes, please follow me on IG. That's where I'm most active, at the Pretty Fit Collector, but I'm also picking up on TikTok and on Twitter. So please follow me and I will follow back. I post daily reels. We just bring positivity. If you want to come and laugh with me, let's do that. We go on toy hunts, all the good stuff at the Pretty Fit Collector.
Awesome.
Yes, it's always a pleasure, pretty lady. And we will be
Thank
following you on social media. And we will be looking at all your cool reels that you post and all of the toy hunts that you post. So we definitely are looking forward to what you have in store for us.
Awesome. I can't wait for you guys to, see the future of PFC. We're only going up from here. So,
yes.
Folks, just imagine how great the content is going to be. I'm going to send Miyamura over there to where Pretty Fit Collector is and have him make a ton of content. And it's going to be awesome. It's going to be great.
Yes.
Yeah. She thinks I'm joking. I'm sending her over there.
I love it. I'm ready. You said it. You guys heard it here first. She's coming over to visit.
Watch out. We're about to take over the wrestling world.
So, folks,
yes.
make sure you tune in. We're going to be, tomorrow we're leaving for Jamaica. And on Instagram and YouTube, we're going to post a lot of content. Make sure you check it out. We're not going to do another episode for another 2 weeks. Okay. And what a way to end with the Pretty Fit Collector.
Yes.
Such a pleasure having you on. And we hope to have you back soon.
Thank you guys for having me.
You're very welcome.
Yay.
And mi amor, you have the last word.
Make sure you keep it locked. We have a lot of good surprises for you. And stay tuned. We might have some new special guests.